Hello again, beautiful people. How are we doing today? Are we alright? So, as expected, Jagex has once again confirmed their ineptitude, confirmed that they are dying, confirmed that they're a lost corporation, that their time is quite short these days. Jagex has again confirmed to us that they can't do anything. The content they make, all of the new content, is going down the wayside, and that they, as an organization, are creatively bankrupt, are ruined. Ruinous Powers is quite the apt title for this scrapped update, wouldn't you agree? I find it fitting, at least. It's logical to me that they would be unable to actually manage to balance it properly. And I mean, the projected powers were a little ridiculous in comparison. I mean, we're talking, you know, they had things that were like giving the Twisted Bow 6 max hits or something. I don't know, all the different bloody max hits that you would gain. I didn't math everything out yet because, again, it wasn't fully released yet, so it was kind of pointless to be theory crafting about it. And now they've pretty much scrapped the idea. People on Reddit have been making better suggestions, but you know, here's the question: is why has Jagex failed? Though, right? It's a fairly interesting question to ask. I think it's a fair one to ask. Why is Jagex unable to produce good content anymore? And it all relates back to exactly how I was predicting the optimized virus that has infected the company has taken over now, and they are unable to actually produce content because of the same issue that impacts the West and anyone else. Once you go woke, you are unable to create new things. There is no creation in Marxism. There is only destruction, only deconstruction in Marxism. You can't make anything new. And whenever you try, it's destined to be awful because you've given up the archetypical stories that your, you know, civilization is based about. The West is based around the hero's quest, right? I've said this before, it's common knowledge. If you forego the hero's quest and you abandon everything related to it, you end up in a situation where you can't actually write a good story. If you can't write a good story, you can't write a good video game. It's the basics of it, right? You can't make a good gameplay if you can't create a story with good gameplay. You can't create anything really, it's impossible. And so because Jagex has gone woke and they've embraced this cultural Marxism, they've, you know, instead of having a good game, they have decided that instead they're going to have gay pride parades, and that'll be the primary focus of what's actually important. Because those things are what they feel is actually important. You know, we're at a situation now where we have them failing to release updates, you know, going back to their word about what they wanted to promote. And it doesn't even go that far as well. Like, for instance, you know, things used to require a poll for everything, right? And now they've been in full Marxist shenanigans, been trying to force through updates that people don't want. Specifically, like, just look at the PvP updates, right? No one voted on any of those, and yet Jagex intentionally ran through updates which people didn't want. And what are the results? The game got objectively a lot worse because of these new PvP updates. Like, if you just look at the wilderness bosses, they're a source of a lot of contention, and that's just not like a small amount of contention. A serious amount of contention because of the overrun, rampant botting, of all of the other things. And let's be clear here, that would not have passed a poll if Jagex had offered it up. So Jagex then is intentionally slamming things that people didn't vote for, that people didn't want, into their video game, and then they're suffering the consequences of doing that. Ruinous Powers, again, would not have passed any sort of poll in that state, and they knew it, so they just adapted it. They might try and repurpose it. I'm not sure if it's completely gone yet, or if they intend to bring it back in some sort of other Eternally collapsing object is a fair name there. But yeah, so Jagex as an organization needs to immediately start hiring skilled white people again. Sorry, Marxist, but you know, at the end of the day, certain people just simply are better at designing games. And what Jagex really needs to do is they need to look at the Eastern game markets, right? So I'm playing right now some degenerate weeb stuff, and this is probably like the best game I've played all of 2023, and it's a horrible Asian gacha game. Let's be clear, that this is not, I consider it a game, because by definition pay to win. It's only single player, so it's whatever. But just the story and the elements of it, like, it gives you what you want. Huge girls, dragons to play, and this motif doesn't really exist in the West. Like, you literally East does. Listen to your customers, you know, test based around that, and release products that they want. Jagex sort of managed to hack around this with a polling system, but they've gone back on requiring a poll for PvP updates. They're just forcing things through, and everything they force through is just objectively making the game worse. And I don't think Jagex is capable anymore of releasing updates that are not going to objectively make the game worse, which is why I'm probably out of it. I'm not sure yet, but like, it's just a sad state of affairs at the moment. Like, what exactly can anyone do against, you know, Jagex and their idiocy as far as going forward, you know, things they've done? How do you fix a game that has been overrun with cultural Marxism and absolutely ruined by it? And I don't really see a good way of going back to that, at least with Mind Virus. Short of getting rid of the whole Mind Virus carrier. So fire the guy that organized the Pride garbage, fire all the people that worked on Ruinous Powers, just fire everyone clean house, start fresh with a new group of non-wokers. You know, fire anyone that has pronouns in their bio. Don't ever accept an application from anyone that has pronouns in their bio if you want to make a successful game. Like, sorry it's gotten to that point, but there's no real other way of going about it. Why did I even talk to her? What a waste. But, you know, reality speaking, you're going to need to figure some way of going forward without, like, having these cringe-worthy Marxists in your company. They're literally ruining everything. I don't know why Jagex went down this road, or why most corporations do, but, you know, the results are there, and it is what it is, right? So, going forward, hopefully Jagex learns its lesson, starts emulating the East and giving their customers what they want. Like, I'm not sure why the West has this weird obsession with a war on what their customers want. Especially when it comes to their, you know, people that are up there on the intersectional ladder, we'll say, like the Jews, the white Americans, etc. The West has this huge allure of trying to insult, trying to belittle, and trying to destroy everything that certain individuals like, namely white men. And just look at the way Eastern markets are set up. Just look at the anime industry, right? So you have manga, which gets tested, it's purchased a lot, that means people like it. For a while, it gets purchased a lot, and that gets made into an anime. It's right off, right? So, you know, that's just simply a people-driven economy, basically. When someone likes something enough, it gets made into what, you know, they want, and they go and they enjoy it. So what I don't understand is why doesn't the West adopt this model? Like, it seems like it's just objectively superior to whatever's happening right now. There's a reason Demon Slayer is outselling the entire, like, Marvel, all of the Western comics combined. And it's not just because it's, you know, the little sister and it's cute. Let's be clear here. At the end of the day, all of this wokery and all of this hating your consumers is only going to end up destroying all of the industries that people like, right? And maybe that's the end game goal. Maybe Jagex wants to destroy itself as a company. I don't know. I can't think of a better way of doing it, though, than embracing the shenanigans and then just accepting that, you know, people are going to suffer through your woke shenanigans. I just don't know. Like, Jagex as a corporation now needs to go back to designing media specifically for fucking, I don't know, what other way to say that. They need to embrace the polling model that the game was set up. Ruinous powers failed because they refused to accept that, you know, woke free doesn't work. It's not worked across any industry that's tried it. Attempting it for the nth time, just like communism, is not going to work. No matter how many times you attempt this shenanigans, it's going to fail, and it will always fail. And it's a sad state that we're in. We have to think about like, this sort of stuff, deal with it, but you know, it is what it is. I will be fine either way. I will find some non-wolvery in the East to go with, even if it is, you know, it embraces Eastern values that I don't support. Like, pay to win is not bad as far as the East goes, right? In the East, they don't care about pay to win. I mean, I get it. A different cultural values is fine, right? But at least for me speaking, if I had to like tier my values about what I wanted to do, right, it would be avoiding wolvery is #1, and then pay to win would be like number 100 on the list. Like, I'm okay with, you know, playing a game that has a token. I don't like it, but you know, you analyze everything. Nothing is perfect, so you have to analyze things via their flaws. Best option, just like you would with a presidential candidate, right? And in the case of like gaming, if I had to choose between wolvery or pay to win, I'm going to go with the pay to win shenanigans every time. Like, I don't even care if the game is good. I'll literally play the most pay to win garbage on the planet rather than playing like a game which has a driver. It's a sad state of affairs, especially considering the amount of time that I've wasted in middle school. But looking forward, it's, you know, unavoidable. How exactly is anyone supposed to play that game, really? You know, I just don't get it anymore after the woke shenanigans. Like, it's been ruined basically by Jagex's garbage, and it's amazing how fast it happened. Like, they tried this woke shenanigans the first time in like 2016, I believe, and people rioted in the street, me included. I was there. I rioted this time as well. You know, I've rioted every time they've attempted this, and yet it doesn't matter. They're still going to continue to try and ram this clearly failed system down our throat, which is just out of this world, you know. It's just beyond me, but it is what it is, and, you know, hopefully Jagex starts learning from its mistakes and gives up on the wokeness, fires all the woke people, rebuilds the company properly. That's the really only hope we have. And with that, Godspeed, adventurers.